to a new podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Dark Element, which is me, your host. And our podcast is called Divas on Tap, where we talk about past WWE divas and current WWE women's wrestlers. Today is a very, very special first episode because it's with my favorite WWE woman, superstar all in general, Alexa Bliss. So, grab a drink, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to let her in. So, Alexa Bliss, Lexi Cabrera now, because she's married, she joined WWE in 2013. Her first appearance, she was... how do I explain this? She was in Triple H's WrestleMania... What was it? WrestleMania entrance where he wore the mask with all that. She was still in training. Alexa Bliss also had a couple small roles as a ring announcer, congratulating Paige on winning the first NXT title. Then, 2014, she started her first ever wrestling thing. She debuted her glitter fairy gimmick, which didn't hit it off that well. She played the gimmick for a little while. Alright, to my opinion of that gimmick, it was bland. I remember watching her in 2014, I didn't like her at first. Like, her little fairy gimmick could have used some work, but it's a great start. Hold on. Let me see here. Bliss. She competed in the NXT Women's Title Tournament. Fighting like Alicia Fox, Cameron, Bailey. When a faction with Buddy Murphy and what's the other guy? Blake, I think. Blake and Murphy. She started dating Blake. I meant Buddy Murphy. This is where she personated her mean girl gimmick. Her bitch gimmick, we're gonna call that. With the pink gear, the skeleton hands. It was a great gimmick, but my opinion, Alexa Bliss should have won the NXT title and her NXT run. I believe when she did that mean girl gimmick, it would have been a great, thing. Because Blake and Murphy had the NXT titles, tag team titles. She could have been the NXT Women's Champion. That would have created a great... I just believe that, If you guys agree, I hope you guys don't have to agree with me. Another thing I would have loved to see, because AJ Lee was still wrestling in 2014, I would have loved to seen a Alexa Bliss versus AJ Lee Divas title match. That would look so good. Like AJ Lee versus Bliss. That's one of my dream matches. Anyways. So, yeah. I believe that Alexa Bliss, when she got called up to the main brand, she did well. Like, she beat Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title. I believe that Bliss's Raw title title reign was better than her SmackDown title reigns. I just feel like her and the Sasha Banks feud was cool. Or her and Bailey. Bliss was great on the mic. Like, Bliss with her mic skills and everything, she was so good. You know, my favorite Alexa Bliss line would have to go to the one where she goes, what was it? Oh yeah, my favorite Alexa Bliss line. Alexa Bliss, where she was with Sasha Banks and they were arguing, she's like, Bliss is gonna say, "You're gonna defend my title the right way?" Sasha Banks defending a title. That's cute. That's my favorite Alexa Bliss line from 2018. Bliss fought in the first women's elimination chamber with the likes of Sasha Banks, Bailey, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Mickie James. I feel like Bliss winning the first elimination chamber for the women's division was the best choice WWE made. Now, I feel like Bliss should win a Royal Rumble match. That's my opinion. But yeah, I think that WWE, with their whole like Divas era, when it came to an end, Bliss could have been a great Divas champion, in my opinion. I feel like Bliss should have been the last Divas champion. This is how I would have wrote the Divas reign. So, Bliss, after losing the NXT title, this is fake, by the way. Let's say Summer Rae, we'll say Bayley takes Bliss's NXT title, right? This is all fake, by the way, this little title reign. AJ Lee will make a comeback and take the belt from Nikki Bella again, instead of Charlotte Flair. Bliss comes out and makes her Raw debut with Buddy Murphy. Leave Blake behind in NXT. And Bliss comes out and trash talks AJ Lee. AJ Lee and Bliss fight a lot for a while. Then they have a match. Bliss versus AJ Lee. Bliss will win the title from AJ Lee in my universe and become the Divas champion. This is where Charlotte Flair comes in line. Charlotte Flair will take Bliss's Divas title after 3 months. Instead of having the Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, no, the Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks WrestleMania match where the Divas title was retired, I would have replaced Becky Lynch with Alexa Bliss. It would still end up Charlotte becoming the Raw champion. I feel like Bliss would have been a great Divas champion as much because her gimmick at the time in 2015 was perfect. Anyways, when Bliss became tag team titles with Nikki Cross, I thought that was cute and all of that. But I feel like Alexa Bliss, and Summer Rae would have been a better tag team. My opinion, they shouldn't have released Summer Rae in 2017. I felt like they should have kept her and had her team up with Bliss. Start like a Mean Girls kind of thing. Okay. Now, when Bliss won the Raw title times yada yada yada, I feel like when Alexa Bliss had some of the best storylines and gimmicks went with Bray Wyatt. Like the Firefly Funhouse thing, that was cool. When Bliss and Randy Orton feuded, I believe that was amazing. But yeah, the only issue that I had with the Bliss and that she didn't have a title. I feel like when she had her paranormal gimmick, Bliss should have been champion. She should have won the title from Asuka in that match. Randy Orton shouldn't have interfered. Because I would have liked to seen fiendish Alexa Bliss as champion, because I wanted to see what was possible, you know? Like, what would she do to win her matches? Would she turn off the lights? Would she summon things, you know? Now, a lot of people discriminate or hate the Lily gimmick, the Lily doll. That was my favorite Alexa Bliss gimmick out of all of them. Like, that was genius. Having a creepy doll take over you, like, that is some, like, Hollywood shit right there. Now, I feel like what was the downfall of Alexa Bliss is when she came back from after Lily being ripped up by Charlotte Flair. I feel like that, when Bliss came back for Elimination Chamber that year, and, you know, oh, you're normal now, long if you have Lily, yada, yada, yada. She didn't act normal in the Elimination Chamber, then her go away for a couple months. I feel like that's what killed her popularity. Because Bliss was, like, the top star of, like, 2020, 2021, like, the pandemic era of WWE. Like, when they had her return, she came out with two of her themes mixed together, and her character overall, in 2022, 2023, was bland. Like, they didn't know what to do with her. Like, if I was to write the script of Alexa Bliss returning in 2022, this is how I would have wrote it. Charlotte Flair is there, still Raw champion. Alexa Bliss comes out. Hold on, 1 sec. Alexa Bliss comes out, right, with a Lily mask. And Bliss is Lily. Lily would take over. There was a whole rumor back in 2021. There was a whole rumor back in 2021 where somebody was going to become Lily or something like that. And, like, the rumor was it was either going to be Nikki Cross or Paige. Which people were more thinking it was going to be Paige because she was still not medically clear to wrestle at the time. Which that rumor didn't really make sense because at the time it was too close to where Lily was ripped up by Charlotte Flair, which that's where I think killed that gimmick. And then when Bray Wyatt returned, which I saw that live at Extreme Rules, I was there. The whole story of Uncle Howdy and Alexa Bliss, it was just written horribly. Like Bliss was in control, yada, yada, yada. They should have just had her join him right away. The whole story with with Asuka and then having her and Alexa Bliss win the title for like a week was just like useless. Like, Damage Control was just gonna win it right back. Like, then why even write them to be the champion? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to write someone as champion if they're gonna be champion for a week and then lose it right the following couple days. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. So yeah. So this podcast of Divas on Top, this is the pilot episode. And yeah. So we got more to talk about Alexa Bliss. We're not done yet. Don't you worry. If you're watching this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down. So yeah. So I believe, like I said, Alexa Bliss so far hasn't returned yet. But yeah. So this is the end of episode 1 of Divas on Top. This is a short episode because there's not much more to talk about Alexa Bliss because she hasn't returned yet. Our next Divas on Top podcast episode will be on the best Divas champion, in my opinion, AJ Lee. So wait for that episode to come out. So yeah. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you are a DIVA. Divas on Top.